We are back with another Coffee Convo. We're 2 weeks in a row, and it feels good to get back into it, right?
It does.
Today we are going to be talking about something a little bit different. It's not going to be the traditional pull out a conversation starter, 88 great ways to start a conversation. We're gonna dig a little bit deeper today. We're gonna give you a few tips and things to help you move from a scarcity mindset into an abundance mindset.
So let's back it up.
Yeah.
That is scarcity mindset.
But hang in there because at the end, we're going to give you a bonus. All right? So we're excited.
We're excited.
Can I just show you something? Something just popped into my mind though real quick.
Sure.
When I was helping Ryan earlier today, our little guy, I was getting him ready and he was unpacking all of his winter gear from school to lay it out and dry. And he goes, "Oh, Dad." And he goes and digs into the bottom of his bag and he says, "I made this for you." And it was
How cute.
It was just a little D for Dad, and
That's cute that he thought it was like that.
I thought it was cute.
That's cute.
So anyway,
I
literally just got this, and
I love it.
I wanted to share it with you. But back to scarcity mindset. Let's frame this. Let's give some context around this.
Yes.
What is a scarcity mindset?
So scarcity mindset is thinking that there's never going to be enough of something.
So
That there's like a finite number of whatever.
So in the context of life, marriage, relationship.
Chocolate cake?
What?
Chocolate cake?
There's never enough chocolate cake?
Never enough. Well, no, there is. I'm just saying.
Where are you going with that?
Just that, like, if I had a cake here and I was cutting a piece of cake for you, if I had a scarcity mindset, I may not want to share my chocolate cake because I wouldn't think that there would be enough for me.
So the cake represents you, represents giving up your time, giving up resources, giving up your money. You don't have enough of it to go around, so you're going to hold on to that.
Right, and be stingy.
And be stingy with it.
Right.
Okay, so I am completely guilty of this scarcity mindset, actually very recently even, because we've talked in the past about finances and how we steward our money as a married couple. Me not being so good with it, but as we've had changes happen to us in recent past, over the last couple of years, and even more so in the last 6-8 months or so, we don't have as much as we used to have, right? Mm-hmm. So I've been throwing myself a pity party because of not feeling like we have enough, not feeling like we can't get or have more opportunities to do things, can't take the kids places, or can't have extravagant date nights, or can't go above and beyond on birthday presents and gifts for Christmas and all these things that are the result of a scarcity mindset, because that's what my focus is on, what I don't have, right?
Mm-hmm. Or you think you don't have.
And what I think I don't have.
Yeah.
So if I'm living my life in that way, if I'm living in my relationship with you and my marriage in that way, I'm looking at the things that you're not doing perhaps, or I'm looking at when I come home and I see whatever gets my attention is not maybe being done, not maybe being put away or put together, false expectations on you, right? The kids not doing their homework, like this dreamland, this dream mentality of coming home and everything being like it is on TV and in our highlight reels on social media, where the kids are sitting at the kitchen table doing their homework, waiting for me to come home, and they run to me when I come to the door and they say, "Hi, Daddy." Like, not having that's a scarcity mindset. I'm fired up. I am fired up. So
I think you've got some lingering issues that need to be dealt with.
I'm trying to give examples of this mentality, of this scarcity mindset.
Yeah.
So when we're operating our relationship, our marriage in this way, we're not serving each other. Mm-hmm. We're not
growing.
Exactly. We're not growing. So what's the opposite?
An abundance mindset.
An abundance mindset.
Knowing that there's always going to be more.
Turning and it's a perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
The scarcity mindset is a perspective. It's a choice to look at things a certain way. Remember, our beliefs, our thoughts, right, to influence our beliefs, which determine our actions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
which make our results
and impact our results. So all of these things, our mindset is literally directly related to affecting tangible results, things that are actually happening. And so this abundance mindset, if we're to focus on that and grow into that, if we take your cake mentality, your cake metaphor, instead of having only one cake and having to divide it up into small pieces to give away and holding on to for lack of, or not, feeling like I only have so much to give, instead of that, thinking like, I've got multiple cakes.
Or I can make more cakes.
Right. I can make more cakes. There's more to go around.
Or someone else might bring a cake to share.
Are you guys hungry for cake?
I love cake.
Cake.
Chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake. So what would a marriage look like if we were to both be operating in this abundance mindset? If we were both serving each other in a way where we were lifting each other up, we were pouring into each other, we were intentionally focused on growing, right? All of these things, this mindset shift, this paradigm shift into an abundance mindset. Thinking that instead of not having enough money, this is where you really helped me, was in thinking that we are being provided for. Our bills are being paid. We're actually saving money. We're actually paying off debt. Like, that's an abundance mindset. And you helped me with that. So let's give them 3 things.
Let's give them 3 things.
3 ways to help you if you find yourself, like me and us, at times in these scarcity mindset seasons, and how we get out of that mindset into an abundance mindset. So what's one thing that we can do?
One thing is looking at who you're around. So I think you need to be around other people who have an abundance mindset and not one that is a scarcity one.
Lucky for me, I get to be around her more.
Lucky for me, I've got a lot of other mentors that can pour it to me.
Unlucky for her, she gets to be around me more.
No, it's just... Not
That's
unlucky.
horrible.
Not unlucky for me.
Yeah. It's getting hot in here.
It's getting
It's getting really warm in here. So spending time, taking inventory of your inner circle, right?
Yes.
The people that you're spending your most time with, who's impacting you, who's influencing you.
You become like the 5 people you hang around with the most.
That's right. If you're lacking in something, right, that scarcity mindset, in a sense, can help direct you into the abundance mindset by saying, I want more of this in my life. Where can I get that? Oh, around people who have it, people who have this positive mentality, this positive abundance mindset.
And so often people will be like, oh, well, I just don't have the time to hang out with these people, or I don't even know where these people are. Like, how do I get around these people? And I think it's important to remember that they don't have to be like live people. Like, we've got books, we've got podcasts, we've got
feeding
YouTube,
your mind.
you've got... If you want to learn something or hear something or know something, like, you can Google it and it's right there.
Yes. So what's number 2?
Number 2.
Remind yourself that there's more than enough.
Always.
Right? We already kind of talked about this. You're
Yeah.
helping me understand that it seems like we don't have enough, but we actually have more than we think we do. We have more than enough.
Right.
We're stewarding our money more efficiently and better and appropriately and responsibly. And it's allowing us to still have an abundance, to still have enough, right?
Which kind of ties into the third one, which is to have time to like reflect on these things and pray on these things of what is the lesson that we're supposed to be being taught right now. You know, so if we just kind of threw our hands up and was like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be learning, then that's a scarcity mindset. But if we're saying, okay, what is it, even in this season of we may not be making as much, but we're doing more with what we're making, that's the lesson. We had to learn how to steward our money well.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's the lesson. So now we have an abundance mindset in that area.
So taking a step back, time out, reduce the noise, allow, for us as Christians, to allow God to speak to us, right?
Teach us.
And to teach us. Oftentimes he'll speak just loudly enough, quietly enough, in a way that in order for us to understand and hear, we actually have to quiet ourselves. You know, shut up for a second and listen.
Be still.
Be still. Be still. So those are the 3 things. Inventory of who you're hanging out with. Spend more time with people who are going to lift you up. What was the second one? Oh, remind yourself of an abundance, right? And number 3, reflecting in prayer, spending time in quiet, and listening between the lines of what is being taught, because there is a lesson in the season that you're in. Bonus.
Bonus.
Quickly.
All right, quickly, I'm a John Maxwell freak. So, the law of the mirror. And the law of the mirror says that people will act like they see. So, like in our home, we can demonstrate that to each other, because if I want Dave to be more loving, or I want him to be more patient, or if I want him to be more, I don't even know what else I would want you to be, but whatever I want to see more of, I have to first demonstrate it. So a lot of times we'll just nag and say, oh, well, can you do this, or can you do this? And I can nag on that, but the better way to handle it is let me demonstrate it, and then once he sees it, then he will probably start doing it. Same thing with our kids, so it's people do what they see.
As I grow as a husband and as a father, one of the biggest impacts and things that Lori has helped me with is to see me as the man that I am to become. If that sounds corny and cliche, I'm sorry, but it's really true. She prayed for the man I would become. She treated me like the man I am trying to become, and she saw me in that way and helping me in that as a wife is huge, is absolutely huge. So seeing your spouse in a way that maybe they don't see.
And a side note to all the wives that are watching, if you don't have the book, The Power of a Praying Wife, go on Amazon right now, pause the video and go get it, because it was one of the biggest, I think, transformation pieces in our marriage, in terms of just like helping me kind of see Dave in a different light when he was in that scarcity mindset time frame. It's an awesome book. So just a little bonus number 2.
That's awesome. I like that.
Yeah.
There's a Power of a Praying Husband too, isn't there?
There might be.
Yeah.
I think there's Power of a Praying Parent. I don't know, but
yeah,
I don't have that one. I probably should get that one.
All right.
Yeah, but it's a good one. Go get it.
More books to read.
More books to read.
So that was 3 tips to help you hopefully move from a scarcity mindset into an abundance mindset in your marriage. We hope it encourages you. We're praying for your marriage. We look forward to having more of these, having more conversation with you guys. And again, we encourage you to take this conversation offline. Have an open conversation. Ask your spouse, ask your husband, ask your wife, where are they in the context of mindset? Are you thinking clearly in the sense of scarcity, or are you abundantly prospering, if that makes sense, right? With your mindset. Open it up. Have some legitimate, intentional conversation. Your marriage will thank you for it. So find a quiet space. Go to a coffee shop. Go on a date night.
Get some chocolate cake.
And get some, there's more cake to go around, people. Just go have some fun. Look into each other's eyes and actually have some conversation. Take the phones, put them in the pocket, leave them in the car, whatever you need to do, turn them off, and have some intentional time together. Again, we hope this encourages you. We will see you in the next episode of Coffee and Convo. Love you guys, praying for your marriage, and we will see you soon.
See ya.
See ya.